Okay, guys, we're back. So this one's labeled Mao Mao and Mao Mao, which is cool because the first episode of the first season was just Mao Mao. And the last episode of the first season was, I think it was Jinshi and Mao Mao. I don't know. It's cool, I guess. But in the last episode, from what I remember, is her mother was finally bought by Lock-On. Thank goodness, because that story was depressing. And she was dancing in the moonlight, breaking open her stitches. And because of that, Jinshi came by, picked her up, and took her back. They had a little moment, though she ruined it. In the very end, he asked her a question. We didn't get what the question was. He was just like, "Hey, can I ask you about this?" So I don't know if we're gonna go directly from there to here or not. I mean, she's going back to being the taster of Gyoko. We all know how well that goes. Without further ado, let's get straight on to it. Make sure with original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh, okay. Lalan, who are you? I don't trust you at all. Cherry blossoms. And we're back.
It's authentic? Of course!
It's not authentic. All right, is anyone getting kidnapped right now? No? Yep, she's gone now.
So many books.
This is what we call good business, so just go deliver it like you've been instructed.
Understood.
What's all these books for?
I think I'll keep some in my room.
Darn tootin'. Are they okay? They're good for you? I don't trust Lalan.
After the garden party, Master Shisho asked for more ladies in waiting for her. Concubine Lolan.
Lolan, whatever.
It would seem you're looking for something.
I wonder who.
Pardon me.
Mama is helping over at the clinic.
I must be off.
Spring has arrived.
New beginnings. You're gonna mess up when he walks in.
What are you up to now?
I'm making scented oils.
It's quite pungent.
It would be even more pungent with wild roses.
You gotta get out of here.
What is it this time?
Don't be bringing tea.
And this?
I'm distilling alcohol. By repeating the process enough
Not the
times,
moonshine.
I can make sure it's rather strong. I want the Jade Pavilion to be as clean as possible since we have a small princess living there. Just take a cloth and let it soak in. Then you can wipe surfaces clean, among other things.
You're very knowledgeable.
You mean to tell me they don't got any pledge there?
We have brought your package.
That is quite the delivery.
Yes.
Quite big.
The little lady thought that.
You know what? Why don't I put on some tea while you two have a seat?
Let's see what's inside.
Nope.
I
It's
was trying to spare
feminine
you, but
stuff.
my undergarments are inside.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Precisely what are these undergarments composed of? That requires 2 men to carry them.
Metal?
The women here are expected to be excessively innocent in matters of sex. A majority of the ladies in waiting here are virgins.
Okay.
So if the Emperor finds one to his liking, what will happen to her when she fails to perform for him due to her ignorance?
Oh, okay. These are manuals.
I used to order them for the Emperor, who's a big fan. But I wanted to increase the order to get
Big
more
fan.
business.
Fascinating. They're very well constructed.
Yeah,
Paper
that's
is high quality.
Are these prints?
Technically, these are made using metal plates instead of traditional wood blocks.
Mm-hmm.
How impressive.
If you find it to your liking,
Don't.
perhaps you should keep one.
No, I don't think that would be very appropriate.
I suppose I
He's
can
gonna
let
keep
you
one.
off with a warning this time. But first, tell me which shop you purchased these from.
It's not like that. I want to learn more about their printing techniques.
Yeah, of course.
No, I'm sure that's the reason. I'll write it down.
Perhaps some of these more explicit ones need to be censored first.
Are you sure you want to do that when the Emperor said the previous ones weren't exciting enough?
I'm sure.
Are you sure? I feel like they confiscated it for another purpose. Oh, your best friend?
What is it I see? Tell me! Buried beneath those beautiful
Stupid
flowers!
phase.
I didn't know you could read, Shaolan.
Nope, sure can't. But one other girls is reading it out loud for everyone.
What novel are we talking about? Is it there? Is it that one?
Back.
Everyone's blushing.
Some books the Emperor handed out to all of his concubines.
Looks like it's the same as the one Xiaolan talked about. Seems it's very popular. Novels are seen as lowly, so why hand it out to concubines of noble birth?
I think I know what the contexts are.
I had a feeling his interest in this had something to do with politics.
Master Gauchwin said he'll hand out the next book when they're ready.
Oh, Gauchwin's in on this.
Is something wrong?
Lady Gyokyo's given us this gift, and it just feels like such a waste not being able to share it with anyone else.
You know, instead of handing out the originals, you could transcribe the text and make your very own.
Huh?
The
Are you gonna
pictures
charge
might be
that?
difficult, but your penmanship is excellent, Lady Ailan. If books became popular in the Rear Palace, more women will want to become literate.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Especially if everyone's talking about the novel.
Watch it be like a court of thorns and roses.
Hey, Momo! Please teach me how to read and write!
Where'd that come from?
Turns out the girl who was reading the novels out loud for us lost her voice from reading too much.
I could read them to you if
I don't think so!
She wants to read
Knows
herself.
How many hours that girl spent making those copies? If I don't learn, it'd feel like cheating.
Yeah.
This is your name. Try writing it yourself.
Gosh, that looks so... It looks like it takes so long.
Eventually, I'm going to have to leave the Rear Palace and find a job on my own. Being able to read and write should help.
Heck yeah, I would.
How's this helping?
I'm proud of her.
What does this one say?
Mushroom fungus.
And
Why?
this?
Why would she need to know
Or
that?
apple.
And
Sweet
this
ingredients?
Kudzu root.
one? Just asking, but are these commonly used words?
No.
We'll start with greetings.
This is not ominous at all. Anyone dying right now? We've seen a lot of it in the last season. Death?
Is Princess Lingley permitted to go on walks now, my lady?
Yes. As you see, she loves running all over the place. So
Adorable.
What's your opinion?
You're right. I believe it would be best for the princess's health if she was allowed to start venturing outside more.
You know a great deal about flowers and creatures, Mau. Would you mind instructing Lingley when you walk with her?
Oh, teaching her about stuff?
Wise, Lady Gyokyo? Filling her head with such nasty things.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
The princess is still a baby, but in a decade or so, talks of marriage may arise. And if she went to a foreign nation, she might not necessarily be welcomed.
Yeah.
What a clever concubine.
Help her survive longer. She seems so happy.
That flower is called a primrose.
Don't eat it.
Wait, don't run off! Princess, you mustn't!
I'll go look. A kitten?
Oh, what a beautiful kitten.
Why do
Come on,
I have
Mau.
to catch it?
Cause you a cat. So close.
I gotcha!
Who are you? The cat's like, I'm caught.
It looked to me like you were trying to catch it. Weren't you?
What?
See ya.
Where'd you come from?
It's covered in dirt. The princess shouldn't touch it until it's clean.
Oh,
Yes, I agree. We'll keep the creature safe for the time being. I
creature.
will let the officials know about this.
Is that a kitty cat? I just boiled some water. Wait there while I go fetch it. Back in 1 second.
Give it a
Still,
bath.
though, this is very strange. For one, there are practically no pets in the Rear Palace. So where did this kitten come from?
Good question.
Wrap
Did it
a
come
bottle
from
of
where
hot
you
water
came
in
from?
a cloth and put it next to it. That should keep it warm.
Not much meat on these bones. Do we have any livestock milk?
Sure, I'll go ask the kitchen.
I would rather bathe you in warm water, but you won't survive given your current state. Instead,
Just wipe
I'll
him
have to
down.
wipe off the dirt with a cloth.
Guess what? I found our feline friend some goat milk, as well
Cool.
as intestine.
He's so happy.
We have decided to keep the kitten. Please continue to take care of the creature.
Adorable.
Your name is Mau Mau, after all.
Yo. Being on the Emperor's good side is so helpful.
How goes the child rearing?
I I think she's ready to be presented to Her Highness.
Lovely.
You brought small fish.
He loves the cat.
A girl.
Yes, I'm glad we don't have to castrate them. I've misspoken.
There's no need to worry about it.
I'll get you a snack as an
Not the
apology.
castration.
You want to play with her?
I've never been very fond of cats.
Even with your name?
I know.
I get that a lot.
For the life of me, I don't understand the obsession.
But according to all cat lovers, the fact that you can't tell what they're thinking is part of the whole allure.
No?
Oh, Jinshi, you should know. Yep.
Pretty soon, you're longing to pet them.
I mean, this is word for word.
When you reach that point,
He loves
I think you
cats.
pretty much give in.
What are you doing?
I think I'm beginning to see the appeal.
Is
Stop
that
it.
so?
Later on, the cat was bestowed the grand title of Admonisher of Thieves by the Emperor himself.
He has a title, or she has a title too?
The caravan should be arriving soon.
What caravan?
That holds the books? Oh, this person. She's from out of country? Or out of Funna? Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Because she doesn't look like the rest. So when I saw her in the title sequence, I was like, okay, maybe she's not from where they're from. But I never assumed that the Emperor would want some people from like outside the country. But then Mao Mao, when she was talking about the princess, gave the idea that if the princess were to marry to a person out of the country, they would kind of hate her. Well, not hate her, but there's chances of poisoning her. And then we get her. That I think that all combines. The Emperor wants more concubines, and they're bringing in her from out of country. Now, this might increase the likeliness of her being assassinated or being poisoned because people don't like outsiders, which mostly Mao Mao is going to help with. Not with the poisoning, but with like helping her not to be poisoned. But the whole book thing's pretty cool because they're trying to solve the issue of the women not being literate. And even though they wanted to teach them to be literate, it's very hard to teach someone who doesn't want to learn. So Jinshi and I'm guessing Gashun had some books brought into the palace so that they could want to read and experience the book by themselves, which is a pretty cool and interesting idea. And then this girl, I don't really know what she's all about. Seems very interesting. I think she was in the title sequence as well, so she's going to be a little bit more important, though I don't know where she came from. I mean, she's a servant, but how did she have the ability to catch the cat? And how did she know that they were there? Like, I get that this is a introduction into her character, but like, how is she going to be a part of Mao Mao's inner circle? If she is. And I love how Jinshi just never understood his infatuation towards cats until Mao Mao explained to him why people are actually loving towards cats, which made him have an epiphany as to why he cares for Mao Mao so much. But yeah, I think these people might stir up some controversy. Maybe they didn't want to stir it up, but it's going to happen eventually. But anyways, that was my reaction to the Apothecary Diaries, Season 2, Episode 1. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want to know anything more, put a comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.